Likable person, big ball of energy, give you the shirt off his back if he could.
Well, tonight we're learning more about a man who was shot to death in Northeast Portland and the family left behind that is still grieving. It is 10 o'clock here on Portland CW. I'm Jeff Gianolo.
And I'm Elizabeth Din. According to police, 36-year-old William Kendrick was gunned down near 74th and Gleason 2 weeks ago. Investigators now still trying to find whoever was involved in that murder.
Our Jenny Young spoke with Kendrick's friend about that heartbreaking loss. What did he have to tell you, Jenny?
Jeff, Liz, that friend says that he and other friends are wondering why. This has left them questioning why this happened to William Kendrick. He says he was a good guy with a solid future ahead of him, and they are not only heartbroken, they're perplexed.
Just thinking that it was so close. It sounded like it was in my backyard.
Brandon Jones believes he heard the gunfire that killed his friend, William Kendrick.
I had no idea that it was Will. It's been a lot of violence in the city.
Portland police believe 36-year-old Kendrick was shot near 74th and Gleason shortly before 10:30 on June 17th. It was around that time police were called to a hospital about a mile away where Kendrick had shown up. Police say hospital staff worked hard to save his life, but he didn't make it. Jones was returning home from running an errand when the shots rang out. He never imagined those shots would end his friend's life.
When I found out that the two were connected, it was something that I really didn't want to accept at the time. And again, it's something I still have a hard time processing.
He tells us Kendrick meant a lot to a lot of people.
His range of friends was like none other. I mean, he hung out with literally everybody from different races. He brought a lot of positivity towards everybody that he met.
Jones says Kendrick's resilience in the face of adversity was an inspiration to him as well as others.
He had dealt with a lot of trauma in his past, never let that stuff define him as a human. And a lot of the stuff that he had dealt with, a lot of people probably couldn't actually, deal with themselves, or that would definitely take their future path in a different direction.
I talked to an employee at a bar near that scene at 74th and Gleason. That employee said the night of this shooting, they heard those gunshots. Everyone in the restaurant hit the floor. And the police apparently took the surveillance video from that night, from that restaurant and bar. I did reach out to PPB to ask if they have any new leads on a shooter or shooters. We haven't heard back. We'll let you know when we do. And remember, Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for any tips that lead to an arrest in this case. Reporting live in downtown Portland tonight, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.